Good morning, students. Okay, up to now we are seeing in last lecture, that is the transformation of energy. We can transfer energy into one form to another form, and also we studied the law of conservation of energy. Energy neither be created nor be destroyed. We can convert energy one form into the another form whenever the total energy of the universe remains constant. That is the statement of law of conservation of energy. Okay, now next topic we start in the last lecture, that is the free fall. Okay, so free fall means not simply motion of any object under the only gravitational force. Okay, such a case, such a motion is simply called as a free fall. Free motion of an object only under the action of gravitational force, that motion is called as a simply free fall of an object. So now here we consider one case that one object is at A and it freely falls towards ground. C is a point on a ground. Okay, B is a middle point. So this distance between A and B is x, B and C is total height from the ground, that is the C to A distance is h. So this BC distance is h minus x. Okay, now here we have to calculate the total energies of an object at point A, at point B and at point C. Now we have to see, after calculating the total energy means not simply potential energy plus kinetic energy. Okay, so actually what happened about the total energies of an object at point A, B and C, that we have to see. So for that we have to calculate kinetic and potential energies of an object at point A, B and C. So here yesterday lecture we have calculated the total energy of an object at point A. Okay, at point A we know initial velocity, that is u is equal to 0, that we already see. So it's a kinetic, if velocity is equal to 0, then you will simply kinetic energy will be equal to 0, because kinetic energy is energy gained by an object due to its velocity. If velocity is 0, then simply its kinetic energy will be equal to 0. Okay, so whatever the energy an object has at point A, that all must be equal to potential energy. Whatever the energy that object had, that due to this height. Okay, so that's potential energy will be equal to mgh. So total energy will be equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy, potential energy mgh and kinetic energy 0. So total energy at point A is mgh. That much study we carry out up to the last lecture. Now we have to see what is the energy of an object at point B. Okay, so when it comes at in middle distance, okay, in between middle point, when it come at B, at that time what is about its total energy, that we have to see here. Okay, so at point B we have considered it start to fall from A. Okay, so it gains somewhat velocity, and when it reach point B, then we can say that Vb is the velocity when this object come at point B. So at point B velocity will be equal to Vb. Okay, that we have to consider. Then it fall towards downward, means in that motion when it come at B, then it cover that much distance. Okay, S is the distance through which it fall, that we have to consider. X is the distance of a falling of that object. So we know velocity at point B is Vb and distance it cover to reach point B, that is x. Okay, so we know initially when it start motion, at that time its initial velocity is how much? 0. Then it cover distance when it reach at point B is how much? X. So s is a displacement which is equal to s and a. Okay, now acceleration is how much? It is free fall, only it falling under the action of gravitational force. So here acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity, that is this small g is the acceleration produced in that object when it falling from point A towards point C. Okay, so here we know, according to Newton's third law of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, we have to calculate the value of this v square. Okay, because we have to calculate here kinetic energy, and formula of kinetic energy is 1 by 2 mv square. So we want value of velocity at point B. Okay, so here v at point B, we call velocity is how much? Vb. Okay, so instead of v, we can write here velocity Vb square is equal to initial velocity is how much? 0. So 0 square plus 2as. Now acceleration is how much? Instead of a, we write here g, and displacement produced is how much? X. So instead of x, we write here x. Okay, so Vb square will be equal to 0 square plus 2gx is the now our equation. So here Vb square will be equal to 2gx. Okay, this value of velocity at point B, Vb square will be equal to 2gx. Okay, so now we get value of Vb square. So we know kinetic energy at point B will be equal to 1 by 2 m Vb square. Okay, because we have to Vb we use here because we have to calculate kinetic energy at point B. Okay, so 1 by 2 m Vb square is the kinetic energy at point B. Now Vb square is how much? That is the 2gx. So instead of this Vb square, we have to write this 2gx. So equation will become 1 by 2m. Instead of Vb square, we have to write this 2gx and 2gx. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So remaining is that kinetic energy will be equal to mgx. Okay, mgx is the kinetic energy at point B. Now we have to calculate the potential energy at point B, because total energy is the combination of potential energy and kinetic energy. This is the kinetic energy at point B. Now we have to calculate potential energy. So here height of an object when is at B. Okay, now when is at B, then its height from ground is how much? This is total height h, this is x. So this remaining height is how much? B to C, h minus x. Okay, so when it reach at point B, at that time its height from ground is how much? H minus x. So potential energy we know mgh. Okay, but height is how much here? H minus x. So instead of h, we have to write here h minus x. Now we have to solve this bracket. Okay, we have to multiply to each and term inside the bracket through this mg. So mg into h minus mg into x. So this is the potential energy at point B when this point B is at height h minus x from the ground surface. Okay, so we know total energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy is how much? Our kinetic energy is mgx plus potential energy is how much? mgh minus mgh minus mgx. So here plus mgx and minus mgx both get cancelled. Okay, because same term and their sign is opposite. So this mgx will get cancelled. So what is remain here? mgh. So here total energy of an object at point B is how much? mgh, and we call it equation number 2, and we call this equation number 1. Okay, so you got it. Here what happens? Simply we have to calculate total energy of an object when it start freely falling from point A to point C. Okay, so here its velocity is equal to 0, so that is why its kinetic energy will be equal to 0. And what is the energy that object have? That is due to this height. Okay, so this total energy of that object will be equal to only potential energy, and that potential energy will be equal to mgh So their total energy will be equal to mgh plus kinetic energy 0. So total energy mgh. Now here at point B, when this object comes at this middle point, at that time its velocity will be equal to vb, and fall through distance is how much? It fall through distance x. So initial velocity is equal to 0. It cover displacement which is equal to x. Through x distance it fall towards downward. Okay, and acceleration at that time will be acceleration due to gravity, because it freely falling towards the downward. So v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So vb at point P, its velocity will be equal to how much? Vb square will be equal to u is equal to initial velocity is how much? 0 square plus 2. A is how much? Acceleration due to gravity, that is g, and s displacement is how much here? X, 2gx. So vb square is equal to 2gx, and we know formula for the kinetic energy 1 by 2 mv square. So at point B we call it vb square 1 by 2 m into v square. vb square is how much? 2gx. So instead of vb square we write here 2gx. 2 get cancelled, so kinetic energy will be mgx. Okay, so when it came at point B, its height from ground is how much? H minus x, and due to its height it has somewhat potential energy. That potential energy we have to calculate. We know potential energy is given by mgh, but here h is what? Height. Height is how much in this case? H minus x. So instead of h we have to write here h minus x. Now the potential energy will become mgh minus mgx. So total energy will be equal to kinetic energy, that is mgx, plus potential energy mgh minus mgx. So mgx will get cancelled. So the total energy at point P will be equal to mgh, and we called it equation number 2. Okay. So now we have to calculate the total energy at point C. Now on ground, what happened? That we have to see when that object fall and reach ground, at that time what will be its total energy. Now at time it reached point C, at that time we call its velocity will be equal to vc, is its velocity. Initial velocity of an object u, when objects start falling, that velocity is how much? 0. Now how much displacement occur? S is what? Displacement. And how much displacement occur? That is the when it start from A and reach point B, displacement is how much? H. H is the displacement. So S is equal to H, and it fall under the action of gravitational force. So acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity. So now here, according to Newton's second law of equation, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay. Now at point C, we have to calculate velocity at point C. So vc square will be equal to u is 0 square plus 2as. 2a, instead of a we have to write g, and s is how much? S is our h. So 2gh. Here vc square will be equal to 2gh. Okay. Now we know kinetic energy will be equal to 1 by 2 mvc square. Okay. So 1 by 2 m into vc square is how much? 2gh into 2gh. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So kinetic energy will be equal to mgh. Okay. Mgh is a kinetic energy when it reach at point C. Okay. Now here potential energy at point C. Point C means what? On ground. When object in on ground, then its height from the ground is how much? 0. And we know potential energy totally depend on height. If height is 0, then its potential energy will be equal to 0. Then mg into height is how much? 0. So its potential energy on ground is how much? 0. So we know total energy at point C will be equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So it will be kinetic energy is how much? mgh on ground. Okay, so mgh plus potential energy how much? 0. So mgh is the total energy at point C. Okay, we call it equation number 2. So if we see the total energy of an object, okay, that will be equal to how much? mgh in each case. We calculate total energy at point A, that is also mgh, total energy at B, that is also mgh, and total energy at point C, that is also mgh. Means total energy remains same on each and every point. But what happen here? Potential energy and kinetic energy goes changes. Here initial velocity is equal to 0. So whatever the energy that object have at point A, that is total potential energy, and that is how much? Only mgh. Kinetic energy is 0. So here kinetic energy 0, potential energy maximum, that is how much? mgh. Now when it come at point B, what happen? Potential energy is mgx, okay, and the kinetic energy will be mgx minus x. Okay, so means what? Whatever the kinetic energy, now at point A what happened? Total energy is kinetic energy. Now at point B what happened? Some energy is potential energy and some energy is kinetic energy. And now what happened on ground? Whatever the energy that object have, potential energy 0 and kinetic energy is how much? mgh. So here what happened? Kinetic energy is 0 and here potential energy is 0, but total energy remains constant. So what happened? Whatever the potential energy it has at point A, okay, whatever the energy, potential energy it has at point A, as it fall towards ground, its height goes on decreasing. Okay, as height decreases, potential energy also decreases. And now as height decreases, its speed increases, its velocity increases, and as velocity increases, due to the velocity it has kinetic energy. So whatever the potential energy it has, it goes continuously transfer into the kinetic energy. Okay, and when it reach at point C, mean on ground, okay, at that time height becomes 0 and velocity is maximum. At that time total potential energy that has at point A goes totally convert into the kinetic energy, because here kinetic energy is equal to 0, potential energy is maximum. Here what happen? Potential energy is equal to 0, kinetic energy is maximum. So throughout this path of a free fall, what happen? Continuous transformation of energy takes place, potential energy to kinetic energy, when object fall from height h from the earth surface. Okay, so this is the concept of free fall that tells us that when free fall of an object takes place, at that time continuously transformation of energy takes place from potential energy to the kinetic energy. Okay, so that much part we studied in today's lecture. One topic, last topic is remaining of this chapter, that is the power. Okay, so that remaining topic, power, we will see in next lecture. Thank you.